Hello guys, welcome to SS Multimedia. This is Arjun Kokunda, and today we will be learning about points, lines, and planes. Today our objective will be understanding what points, lines, and planes are and being able to identify the geometric figures. So we'll be understanding what points, lines, and planes are, and we should be able to identify the geometric figures by the end of this lesson. So first of all, what is a point? A point is an exact location in space. So obviously, what you guys might be thinking a point is basically just a dot. But that's not what a point is. A point is more than just a dot. So why do you think people use points to point out stuff on a map? Let's say this is a map. Say this is an island. You are here, and you need to go all the way here. So what do you do when you have to do that? You basically put a point or something, or a dot, or whatever you want to call it. And also on maps, you can see it more often on maps, not just made maps. It's also on Google Maps or anything else. So that's the thing. A point is an exact location in space. You can even use it in space. So yeah. Now, what is a line? A line is a straight path of points that goes on and on in two directions. So you guys might be thinking, a line is just this. Well, that's true, but not completely true. So a line is a straight path, which this is, of points that goes on and on in two directions. Now that is not this, because this is just a line segment. A line is basically a line segment with arrows on the side. Well, this in a way is a line, but actually this is an actual line because it keeps going on and on in two different directions. And yes, it is a straight path of points. There could be a point here, 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 there could be a point anywhere. Now, what is a plane? A plane is an endless flat surface. So, yes, a plane is just a flat surface. So, this. But it's endless. That means that it keeps moving there and then moves there, moves there, and moves there. So that's what a plane is. It's a flat surface and it's endless. Now let's look at the different types of lines. So we have parallel lines. So the definition, parallel lines never meet and every part of it is the same distance apart. So I'm sorry about this. This is supposed to be and. So parallel lines never meet and every part of it is the same distance apart. So let's draw one line. I'm going to show you what parallel lines look like. So we have one line and we know that they never meet. And we also know that every part of it is the same distance apart. That means they're the same distance apart, every point of it, every part of it. So yeah, they're the same distance apart. So that means that this is what a parallel line would look like. If you don't understand, because I draw all those lines in between, you can just look at this one. So we have a line that never ends, then underneath it, another line that never ends, and they're the same distance apart, every part of it. Now let's look at perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines are lines that intersect and form square corners. So now that means intersect means that the lines go through a same point. And it says that the lines form square corners. That means, let's have one here, 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 and here, the lines, because the lines they're not ending, so yeah. Now, obviously, as you can see, they do form square corners. If you draw a square here, like this, it looks like a square. So yeah, that's what a perpendicular line looks like. Now let's look at intersecting lines. Intersecting lines pass through the same point, or you can say they just intersect. So let's say we have two lines right here, one here, and then one here. So this is basically a perpendicular line, but it doesn't form a square or square corners. So yeah, that's what an intersecting line is. Now, let's answer the following. So right here, we have 4 questions. So we're going to name 4 points. So obviously, if you remember, a point is basically a dot. So we're going to look for dots. Name 4 points. So we're going to look at this one. Right here, we have 1 point, so that's A. And then we have another point here, B. Then we have another point here, C. Then we have another point here, D. Now we are going to name 4 lines. So how do you name a line? So a line, when you're naming a line, what you do, so we are just going to name the 4 lines. So we're going to look at the points. So we have one line right here, from A all the way to B. That means that our first line's name is AB. And then we have another line from B to D. So next one could be BD. Then we have another line from C to D or D to C. So you can either name it CD or DC. And also these, you can name them BA, DB, it doesn't matter, the order. But it just needs to be right. Then we have AC. Now we are going to name a pair of parallel lines. So just one pair. So we have one right here, A to B, and then we have one right here, C to D. So this is parallel, and this is parallel. So we're just going to write AB and CD, or DC, whatever you want to call it. Then we're naming a pair of perpendicular lines. So we have 4 pairs of perpendicular lines actually. So now what we will do is we're just going to choose one of them. So right here we have one line. So I'm going to use a different color so you guys can see. So we have one right here and then one right here. So we're looking at point A. So we have A to B, and we have A to C. So that means AB and AC. So that's what points, lines, and planes are. And now you know the different types of lines: parallel, perpendicular, intersecting. So now, go and try some on your own. And thank you so much for watching this. If you liked this video and it helped you out, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more educational videos.